Welcome to today's episode, my friends. Here, episode 9, Garden of Sweet Delights, hard mode. We got a team for you to take this whole thing down for the most part. We'll come back to that in a second. 88 of 90 stars, not too bad, to help you move and get ready, not only for taking this down, but episode 10 here, the latest and greatest update. With that, thank you for tuning in. As always, appreciate your support. Thank you for the likes and the subs as we continue to grow an amazing community here. If you got a question, if you got a comment throughout, do let me know, because we love to hear from you and we'd love to see you in our amazing community and Discord server. All right, welcome to today's episode, my friends. Like I said, I've developed a team to help you get all the way through. If at first you don't succeed, try again, as we like to say here. Now, a couple things on this. First and foremost, when we do go to episode 9, Garden of Sweet Delights, couple things to keep in mind. First, you are in Beast Yeast. This land radiates with the power of the beast before you unfolds a landscape unlike anything you've seen in Crispia. Additionally, here you got the special conditions. In this battle, the cookies will have certain stats adjusted, topping bonus effects. Very important there. Keep that in mind. Your beast gets really do matter. And then additionally here, you're going to have healing reduction, HP shield capacity reduction, enemies debuff resist increased, and damage down. Super important there. Now, as you continue to progress and get through, you're going to start to run into other things. Those other things are going to be things like this. Rationalization. The meter fills up when ally cookies are hit, and it will trigger rationalization once it is full. On hard, the meter will increase further over a certain period of time after getting hit. Eternal Sugar Cookie and Pavlova or Lava Cookie will gain attack and attack speed buffs and have their cooldowns reset. Other cookies will have their attack speed, and damage resist reduced and have their cooldowns paused. So very important there. Additionally, you're going to have episodes like this where you will find this heart, which is the Eternal Sugar Cookie's Blessing. Earn hearts by defeating enemies in battle after earning hearts times 10. Eternal Sugar Cookie's Blessings will activate blast mode, pushing enemies out of your way. If the Eternal Sugar Cookie is on the team, blast mode duration will increase. So very cool. And as you continue along your way, let's go ahead and take a look at this one here. Let's go to hard mode. And again, you'll get this as well. Strike of Bliss, a pair of dazzling wings unfold, dealing damage to enemies. The wings grant attack, crit percent, crit damage buffs to ally cookies. Steel type cookies receive more powerful buffs as well as an extra damage resist buff. So very helpful there on each of these pieces in terms of trying to get by and understanding exactly what's going on and what is happening throughout episode 9 here, particularly hard mode. Now, the thing about the team that I pulled together for you, it doesn't use Eternal Sugar and it does not use Pavlova or Pavlova as well. I'm still waiting on my Eternal Sugar Cookie. We're so close. Now, once again, the biggest thing here is when you do hit the bosses like this, you can beat them with hard mode, so anything will work in hard mode as well. So I like to call that out. We'll have to come back and make these hard mode guides for you specifically on these bosses here. However, you can get all the way through this and, like I said, use the team to help you get by all of hard mode here, just like I did, except for those bosses, which is extraordinarily important, my friends. Okay, so let's go ahead. We're going to walk through the team. We're going to walk through hard mode here on 929 so you can see exactly what's going to happen and understand how this works. Now, a couple things, like I said, I already talked about all these different pieces. Let's go ahead here and edit so you can understand the team that we're running. The team that we have is this. The concept and the ideas are this. When things get wiped, you are reviving with PV. Additionally, you're going to have afterburners like this, like Fire Spirit Cookie here. You could use something like Shadow Milk Cookie, maybe Golden Cheese. The idea is once they get wiped, they still have an opportunity to come back and survive. That revival survival strategy is working really well here now, particularly in episode 9 on hard mode to help you get through. A couple other considerations here, even though we're on Dream Conductor's Whistle, we're on Sleepyhead Jelly Watch and Attack with Old Pilgrim Scroll, you could throw in something that like this, Sugar Swan's Shining Feather, and maybe even Vial of Raging Dunes to increase that survival revival rate, depending on where you're at. So that is something you can absolutely consider. Now, these teams will do lots and lots of damage, which is super important to help you get by and beat this. Additionally, here we're taking advantage of Pure Vanilla's rally effect as well. All right, so since again the topping bonus effects don't matter, we're still going to cover the gear though. Now is a great time to like and subscribe for content like this, and additionally all of our gear guides are available to you here on the channel. So once again, when it talks about those toppings, we do have the tarts in here, and we have our biscuits. So making sure that you have these things totally cranked up to level 30 is going to make a huge difference for you for that survivability. And then assessing survivability within your biscuit stats here can make a difference, or going full blown attack and trying to wipe these things as fast as possible when it comes to these mobs. Now here we're on that attack, here we're on cooldown, we have that survivability here. Here we're on attack, lots of attack and attack speed and fire damage. Again, attack on the tart, more attack speed here, and then last but not least we got cooldown and survival here to really kind of help pull things through. Now if you do get wiped, a lot of times Fire Spirit Cookie can survive and still help you take things down. Okay, very, very important there. So now that we've walked through episode 9 here on hard mode and we've talked about the team, it's time for us to show you how this is going to play out. Now I'm going to go with 929 because of its importance and significance to A, get to the end, B, it's also very hard on hard mode, and C, we got some timing things here with the Strike of Bliss. All right, so let's go ahead, we're going to get into it here. A couple things on this when it comes to the Strike of Bliss. What I like to do is right when you see this team, dropping it right away. You're going to see we're going to lose a lot of stuff, but we're able to kind of go through and beat this down. Now again, wait for it to come, drop it again, and make sure that you get the 2 waves settled and taken down just like that, my friends. So you got a 2-prong punch to help you get through and take this thing down just like that. Very, very, very important. Great on timing and super efficient on those pieces. Typically what you're going to find is you're going to run into 2 key mobs just like that, and when you drop those things at those timings, it's going to help you burst, deal that damage, and slowly, well, quickly, just like that, carve through it. So let's go to 920 here. We have a little bit of a different run. We don't have access to that, so you can see exactly what's going to happen from this perspective as well. Now, once again, we're not going to be dropping a ton of stuff. We're able to survive kind of this first wave here, as you can see with the team, strong enough to make it happen. The next thing that you just want to make sure you're doing is you can manually play these as well on a slower time frame if you'd like to. However, there again, we're strong enough to get by on hard mode. All right, very, very nice, very, very excited about that, and able to knock this all down for you and take this home, my friends, in hard mode here. I absolutely love this team and love the ability to get all the way through this on the first run, my friends, by the way, too. Super awesome. Now, I do recognize myself as the #1 free-to-play player in terms of this. These cookies may not come across as free-to-play. I did get all these as the free-to-play way, as I have always done, and you can see all my videos here on the channel for that. In terms of swaps, ideally what you're going to want to do is kind of work through some of the stuff that I talked through in terms of that survivability. Getting more ascended cookies or promoted cookies might also help you get through. These concepts really are key. A double healer, a tank in the front, and 2 damage dealers. Maybe throw in Rebel Cookie as an example to help you get by, and use some other things from that perspective, or use Creme Brulee instead of Wind Archer as a swap. There's always an opportunity to kind of work our way through. With that, my friends, that is hard mode for you. 1 team to get the whole thing done, minus the 2 bosses. So hang out and stay tuned for those as always. If you still got a question, if you got a comment, please let me know. I love to hear from you as always, and we'd love to see you in our amazing community and Discord server. Also, thank you for tuning in today. I truly appreciate your support. Thank you for the likes and the subs as we continue to grow such an amazing community here. And thank you so much to our members. We have memberships available to you. We got affiliate links, we got swag and merch, and my socials. Stay connected. With that, we'll see you again soon, my friends. Episode 9, taking it down in one time, 1 team. Absolutely love it for Garden of Sweet Delights here on hard mode. With that, until next time, my friends, keep on running.